I wanted to tell you a little bit about our story and how we got started, because it's going to be a little bit similar in some instances to the way you're getting started here. We got started in 2008 when the company was just founding. It was kind of in that idea stage. And like Steve said, along with Mr. That's when many of you got started, and you persevered through a lot of challenges to get here. And it's important to share these stories because sometimes those stories can make the difference of inspiring you to go forward or to go backwards. And sometimes we take those. So, the way our story goes is, we had no network marketing experience prior to coming into Organo Gold. But somebody came to me with that sample, that crazy sample. But ours was a little bit different. It was a silver one, and it said sample on it. It wasn't quite nice, the black or the latte like you guys got. And that lady was Miss Marianne Node. First female diamond in Organo Gold. Let's give it up for her. She thought enough to share that sample with us. Now, some people would have discounted us. We came from a traditional business background. We were financially free and didn't really need Organo Gold financially. But she still came to us because she knew we wanted to make a difference in people's lives. So when she came to me with the sample, she said, "Rhonda, I've got this coffee thing." She said, "Are you interested?" And I said, "Well, maybe." And she said, "I'll tell you, your girlfriends can lose weight on it." And I said, "Oh, well, for sure I can sell a few boxes because I know all the ladies always want to lose some weight. Right, ladies?" And so we sat down and she said, "But the way it's marketed is through direct sales or network marketing." And I said, "Marianne, I don't know anything about that." She says, "You don't have to." She says, "You just have to follow a simple system, share some coffee, and away we go." So I called Steve into the kitchen, and we kind of chatted a little bit about it. And us coming from very traditional business model, we were used to putting out hundreds of thousands of dollars into investments, into our own businesses. So when Marianne said, "It's $1,295 to get started," Steve just looked at me. He said, "Yep, go ahead, do your girl thing." And I said, "Okay. You know what? I'm going to have some fun with this, and I see some potential with it. And what if they say what they're going to do, they do? What if this product helps some people? What if I lose some weight on it? What if my girlfriends lose some weight on it?" So we got started in the business. 6 months later, we received some product. So as Steve said before, we had to go to work without any results. Without product, without flip charts, without DVDs, without leadership, without anybody making money. It's called a vision. And sometimes people don't buy into vision. Very few people buy into vision, or if they do, it only lasts for a very short period of time. But we still did it. I found some partners. I got my dual team. Who's got their dual team here? Great, because it's the start of your foundations. They're the tree trunks that help you stay solid. I got my dual team. We went to work. We started to share. We started to share. We started to share. I started to sell a bunch of coffee to people. I had a little bucket of money because I retailed. Signed up. And Steve came home one day and he says, "What's all this money for in this big cup?" And I said, "Oh, that's my coffee thing." And he says, "Oh." And I said, "Don't touch it. It's mine." So then what happened is we started to duplicate. We started to share more product. Our people started to follow the system. They started to share more product, follow the system. I didn't even know what a dual team really was, but the checks had it written, dual team. They kept coming and coming and coming. And I said, "Boy, you know what? I think it's time that we really understand what we have here." And one day, Steve walked past the counter and he saw a check that had a few zeros and commas in it. And he said to me, "What is that for?" I said, "That's for my coffee thing." He said, No, our coffee thing." That's when we made a decision that we needed to become committed to the business. And if there's one thing I want to talk to you today about leaving this event is for you to figure out at the end of the event if you're interested or you're committed. Can we say that? Are we interested or are we committed? Commitment means you believe. You believe all in. It doesn't matter what challenges you're going to go through. It doesn't matter what's going to happen in your business. Things are going to happen in your business. It took us 44 months to go diamond. I'm not proud of that, like Vic said, Vic Dagnus, he said that the other day. But it's what we needed to go through, the challenges that we needed to happen to be able to become a better leader. However, what happened is we didn't quit. We believed enough. And what made me believe more was the people that we were starting to help. We were trained by the healthcare practitioner, Miss Marianne Node. So we talked a lot about product, and not so much business. And for those of you that don't know me, at the beginning, I did see the opportunity for the financial side of this, being the coffee market. But once we started to share those samples and hear those health testimonials and how they were helping people every single day. Now you got to remember, we're one of the first 50 people in the company. So when I'm handing out a sample and the testimonials coming back and somebody's life has improved, their quality of life has improved, that starts to touch you inside your heart. Because without health, we have absolutely nothing. Do we agree? We can be the richest man in the graveyard, but without your health, you're going nowhere. So we started to see all these health testimonials coming in. Then we got passionate about sharing more product, hearing these things, because it wasn't on a DVD or a flip chart. It was my friend's friend or my friend's aunt or her friend's sister or this person or this person. And we kind of went, wow, we really have a miracle in this product. I will never quit sharing this. On the next side of things, I started to get phone calls from people. I talked about this the other day. I received a phone call from a lady. Her name is Sophie McMullen. She phoned me crying on the phone. And remember, I had no network marketing experience. I didn't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing. I didn't know that most network marketing companies people never made money in, because this was my first, and I don't know, we made money right away. And so I got this phone call from Sophie, and she's crying on the phone, and she says, Rhonda, I just got a check. And I said, okay. And she's crying. I says, is it not enough? She goes, Rhonda, it's $327.24. I said, okay, I can pay my mortgage this month. Thank you for giving me the opportunity in Organo Gold. So now I started to see the financial successes of people that were making a difference. So now I knew we had health and wealth in one sachet. I knew we had the treasures of the earth to take to the people of the world. And I knew we were going to make a difference globally. Now I had passion. Now I had purpose. There is nothing that can stop us from our mission now. That is a powerful thing, because we before lived with purpose, but we did not live on purpose. And when you actually feel that and you are able to become significant in other people's lives, trust me, there's nothing that can stop you. Nothing. But like some of you, I want to talk about a few of the challenges along the way, because I can stand up here as an elite diamond right now and make everything look like it's all easy and pretty, and that it's not, guys. It's work. It's a lot of work. It's hard work. The challenges that come with it, sometimes they come up here and they attack you. You need to learn to come over those obstacles. You need to learn to believe in yourself. You need to learn to believe that you have been given this opportunity for the right reason. People will say no. I get told no all the time. Standing up here as an elite diamond just means I've been told more no's than you have right now. But we've had yeses. I've been told by many people, you're crazy, Rhonda. Who's got friends and family that think they're crazy? Really? That's it? Some of them are hurtful. They're hurtful. I can tell you, my mom and dad, they don't get it. Rhonda, you and Steve have more money than you need. What are you doing? Why is Steve going across the world, leaving his family for months on end? What is wrong with you guys? That's okay. They don't get it. I do. And that's all that matters, because what other people think is none of my business. I know in my heart that I am doing the right things, because there's a lot of people that we need to help out there. The first time ever our kids have actually ever seen us present, ever. And we thought it was important for them so they could visualize exactly what we're doing and the amount of people in the room. It's important. Those things are important to us. But we persevered through every single challenge. We persevered through the opening of Mexico. We have a very large team in Mexico. Steve spent 7 months in Mexico pounding the pavement with Mr. Jose Luis Rivas, Black Diamond. He's a servant leader to his people. We had challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge. But guess what? We didn't quit. We kept going and going and going and going, because we needed to set the foundation for what is about to happen. And that's why I ask each and every one of you, when you come into a challenge, whether it's a personal challenge, a financial challenge, a mental challenge, challenge with your teams, don't let that stop you. You have the greatest gift right in your hands right now. The gift that will make and change your life, your kids' lives, generations to come lives. You have the responsibility right here in the palm of your hands. Be responsible with it. When you want to quit, do you know what we do? We look in the eyes of our children and say, you're not worth it. That's why we'll never quit, because we know they're worth it. So the next time things get tough, you get tougher. It's about persevering. Some people will come and go. Some of you won't be here at the next OG experience. And some of you will be here standing on this stage. That's the decision that you need to make. One of the things that gets tough is time. Like Steve said, time is it's our biggest commodity. It's also an excuse not to do the business. I want a show of hands. Who here thinks they're too busy to become an OG Diamond? Be honest. Because I hear it all the time. Oh, Rhonda, I'm too busy. I can't do this. How do you do it? Guys, it's time to put down the excuse bag, because I can tell you, I'm probably one of the busiest people out there. I run the North American team in Mexico for Organo Gold. I'm still working a full-time job from 8 till 5. I love what I do. Not a lot of people can say that, but I'm a vice president in an oil and gas company that we own a part of, and I love what I do. I haven't given that up yet. So I work 8 till 5. I run the North American and Mexico team. I have 2 little boys who you just met who play a lot of sports. They're crazy. 7 days a week, they're somewhere driving, watching them. I'm a single mom. Thank you, Kuala Lumpur. That's okay. I believe being a single mom taught me to appreciate I believe I needed to experience that. I didn't understand what a single mom had to do to be successful. I needed to appreciate that a little bit more. So I would receive that gift of being able to get tougher on being a single mom, so I could appreciate and work with the single moms a little bit more. So for all the ladies out here that are single mom, I don't call you single mom, I call you super mom. You also need time for yourself. We need time for ourselves. We need time for our spouses. And sometimes that's the thing that puts a blocker between us and our spouse. Sometimes it is, from the males and the females. So I want to share a little bit with you on how we've made it a little bit more successful. Because there are times when it's crazy, I'm not going to lie. But you need to learn how to balance a little bit as well. And balance is important because balance is going to create longevity in this business. It's like a system. You have to follow it. It's like the 4 steps and the 4 questions. If you don't follow it properly, it's not going to work. So for me, I had to set a schedule. And I use a calendar. Each month, I pull out a monthly plan so I can take a look at it. And I suggest all of you do this. This way you can start to measure your work and your results. And it's important to measure results to see what's working and what's not working, and sometimes it's important to see if you're working. Turn off the TV, get off Facebook. No more of that. If we're serious, if we're taking it from interested to committed, we need to become committed to the process. The process is 18 months. 18 months of committed time into the program. We need to take out that calendar and figure out how to fit it in. Now, we're not going to do OG 24/7. Well, some of us do, like Sisham Sham. That guy goes all day long. But for most of us, what we want to do is we want to create that balance. Take out the calendar. What are the most important things that we do? Do we need time with our family? Let's put that calendar. Let's block off that time that you want to be with your kids or your spouse. And guys, it's important to make time for your spouse. Trust me, or they're going to end up not liking Organo Gold as much as you do. Give them that quality time. If you have kids or sporting events, block off when you need to be with the kids. That will be your family time. Spiritual time. If we have our spiritual time on certain days and certain times, get it on your calendar and block it off. I suggest take a little bit, just a little bit, because we're in building mode, of time for yourself, for personal development. Personal development is so important. It's what keeps us sane up here. It's what keeps the obstacles from us, or us being able to move over the obstacles a little quicker. It's what teaches us how to train our teams, how to deal with people, how to deal with problems, how to deal with ourselves, our inner feelings. So take that time. I suggest start off with 15 minutes every day in the morning. And if you can, in the morning and the evening, of personal time. Get into a quiet spot, relax, start to think good thoughts, start to believe. Mark that into your calendar. And then I want you to take a look at your calendar and see how much free time you actually have. You will be amazed. There's 24 hours in a day. We need 6 hours of sleep a day, right? We need maybe 7 or 8 hours of, let's even go 8 hours for a job. That's 14 hours. We still have a lot of time every day to work this. And the amazing thing about our compensation plan is we don't have a full-time position in Organo Gold. We have a part-time position with full-time income. So thank you, Bernie, Shane, and Holton for giving us that. Then it's time to start scheduling in your Organo Gold work. When you're going to do your CJMs, when you're going to do your exposures, when you're going to help your team. That way also your team can help figure out where you need to be in timing. It becomes more organized. But what I ask you to do is when you are in that time block, Because this is the only way you're going to stay sane, guys. I'm serious. This is the only way that you'll stay sane. Because there is no real thing as balance when you're building something incredible. But there's a solution to it. So the solution I have come up with is, when I'm in that time block, if I'm with my kids and I'm hockey mom for the next hour and a half, I put on that hat and I give them 150% of my attention. I'm not on the phone talking Organo Gold. I am giving them 150% of my time, because that is quality time, not quantity. And when you have quality, you get a lot more accomplished than in quantity. So when I'm at Organo Gold and I'm doing my Organo Gold work, I am laser focused on Organo Gold. There is nothing else blinding me, but I am focused. Again, quality versus quantity. When I'm here in Kuala Lumpur with my husband, he doesn't get very many spots in the calendar because he's way over here. There's got to be some quality time for us. When I'm at work, when I'm at my job, I give them 100% of my time. Why? Ethically, they pay me to be there. That's my job. And I do a great job in my 8-hour period. Because if I didn't do a good job at whatever I did, that just wouldn't be me. You always have to give 100 to 150% of yourself. But where I'm going with this, guys, is quality versus quantity is the only way that you will be able to make this business roll on a balanced act. I strongly suggest that you take that into play, especially the ladies. Where's the ladies in the house? Where's my woman power, as Anne says? I can't hear you, ladies. Where are you? Oh my gosh, guys, we're going to have to do better than that. If we want to be the leading ladies of Asia, I need to hear you shout a little bit louder. Ladies, where are you? There we go. Guys, do you know that network marketing, 75% of network marketing is done by who? The ladies of the house. Why? There, let's give it up. And I don't think there's a man out there that's going to argue with any one of these ladies, is there? The ladies are so powerful when they can engage into the business. They are the multitaskers. Some of the men are not getting what we're getting. I know you're getting it. We were born to be multitaskers. We were born to have a lot of things on our plate, and we were born to have success with all of it at once. Do we agree? The ladies in the household, they make most of the decisions on the products. They tell the husbands what's good to come into the household. So we have so much power in this room right now. And that's why I really want to talk about the balance of my life, because I want to show you it's possible. It's absolutely possible to have everything that you want, including being an Organo Gold millionaire. So I want to know from the ladies, who wants to be an Organo Gold millionaire? That's it. Guys, I can't come to live in Malaysia if there's no ladies to run with. What I'm here today, guys, is, I'm going to do some more teaching, but I really wanted to just share with you a little bit of my story and how we didn't quit. How we humbled ourselves over and over and over. Because I'm here to tell you, you might think you know it all, but you do not know it all. Organo Gold has created a culture like no other culture in network marketing. And some of us need to humble ourselves and listen to the leadership that wants it for you. Mr. Bernard Chua, Mr. Holton Buggs, Mr. Shane Morand have put a system together that is like nothing else that network marketing has seen. They've added a simple product like coffee. They've given us 4 very simple steps, 4 very simple questions to have success for everyone who wants it. Anyone and everyone can have success in Organo Gold. You need to figure out your why. You need to figure out your what, and you need to figure out your how. The rest is there for you. So I encourage you to follow your leadership. And I'm going to say that again. Follow your leadership. Do not steer away from them. Listen to what they have to say. Don't think you know how to do it better. Don't think you know you can do it faster. Listen to what they have to say. Follow the steps. Steve and I, in the beginning of time, didn't always follow the steps. And you know, we were talking with Miss Jo about this, and she knows what I'm talking about. We could do it better. We could do it faster. We could do it different. We could do it, you know. And we still had some success. That's the amazing thing about Organo Gold. It's easy, it's simple, it's coffee. And anybody can still have success by sharing coffee, but you're not going to have the same success as the people around the globe are having right now if you do not listen, pay attention, and do exactly what you're told. Follow the instructions. When you follow the system, you follow the instructions, your success becomes massive. Massive. That's where the generational wealth is going to be created. I encourage you to listen, embrace, and feel everything Organo Gold has to give to you. You are the foundation and the gateway to the success that Asia is about to bring. North America was a starting point for what is about to happen. Like Steve said, 1/3 of the population is in the Asian market. Where do you think the next OG millionaires are coming from? Your advantage being in this room today, guys, the reason I can tell you, you're one of the first here. The first event I went to was in Dallas, Texas in 2008, 127 people. That was the OG convention. We're going to Las Vegas in October, 27,000 people. But like I was in Dallas, one of the first 127 people, you guys are one of the first people in Kuala Lumpur and Asia to embrace this. I want you to imagine where you're going to be in 3 months, in 6 months, in 8 months, in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years. If you cannot dream big, you need to dream bigger right now, because you have the opportunity of a lifetime in your cup right now. You just need to make a decision whether you're interested or you're committed. So I ask you to get interested or get committed, and let's get going, because Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and Asia is about to have gasoline put on them, and there is absolutely nothing that is going to stop this group from getting to wherever they want to go. Who's with me? Congratulations for each of you for making a decision to come, listen to the stories, being shared and inspired by others, but more importantly, I'm interested in having you up on this stage and listening to your story, sharing your story with thousands of people that will impact their lives. It's your responsibility to do what you need to do to get up here to inspire people. So thank you so much.